ready for this. We'll see MetaMain taking on Falkion. We'll see what he can do. Honestly, I think Dimensional Cape will be a big part of this matchup to just get away from some of the things that Bayonetta's throwing at him. Same thing with Bayonetta using Bat Within to get away from anything that like Meta Knight, because Meta Knight specializes in long strings that do a lot of percent. But Bayonetta is unique in her ability to use Bat Within to just kind of say, no, I don't want to be in this combo anymore.
Speaking of long strings right there, did you see that 66% combo coming up from Falkion right now? Like both of these characters,
for a second.
Yeah, both of these characters are pretty much advantage state the character. I dare say that Meta Knight's approach game is a little more linear than Bayo's in terms of getting their startups on combos and stuff like that. But we're basically going to see who can outlast the other person in terms of keeping their stocks. And MetaMain right now firing back a little bit. Falkion on the brink of finding this kill right here. And
there it is. Yeah. Again, you literally like hit the nail right on the head, calling both of them advantage state the character, because that's literally what we're seeing right here. Like one hit turns into 40%, one hit turns into 60%. And right now, Falkion is just doing a much better job of staying away from that one hit that gets the combo started. I'm not sure, like I'm not a Meta Knight expert by any means, but I know for a fact that he has like a few specific moves that are just those combo starter moves. And I don't think Falkion's been hit by one of them yet.
It's all about really knowing what you have to respect in terms of the other character. Like, what move do I specifically have to look out for? How is my positioning? Like, most players will tend to go in the corner against Meta Knight because it's probably the most dangerous spot for him to be. But Falkion seems to know exactly what to respect here as they're finding all the openings that they can against Meta Main right now. Like, they're kind of running away with this one. And the up smash to catch that landing there right there.
Yeah, that one kind of hurts. I'll be real.
Yeah, I was going to leave a bruise in the morning for sure.
So right now, like, Falkion is... We might see another 6 stock for the 3rd time in a row to start a set on this stream. Good tech off the stage. That was really good awareness, situational awareness by Falkion to be ready for that tech right there, because I for sure wasn't expecting that up B at that time, and I guess Falkion was, though.
Falkion just like holding their own, just constantly moving in and out of MetaMain's range, where MetaMain is almost forced to have to guess and take a commitment. I want to see my man take a more patient and reserved approach, and let Falkion do some of the approach all the time. You know, when you're down, it is something that's kind of memed on a little bit in the community, but when you're down, you don't always have to be approaching. You can just even just threatening options can force the opponent to kind of play their hand a little earlier than they'd be anticipating, especially in these earlier parts of the bracket. And here we go. Oh no, he couldn't get it.
He was definitely looking for it right there, but no dice.
No dice. My man couldn't find it. But he's still trying to get these little chip hits in when he can. He's got to be careful because I think he's nearing that kill percent super duper quickly, just given how kind of light Meta Knight might be. Like a forward throw at ledge might kill, or a well placed bair.
Yeah, no. You don't need a forward air when you got a back air.
It's true. And that was kind of just textbook good play in the Meta Knight matchup right there from Falkion, just respecting Meta Knight's range and options that he needs to get started on his combo game, while Falkion was simultaneously with punishing really well. You know, Bayo with up B out of shield, or even the stuff where Falkion was just super patient. Like, I think Falkion even got a startup from fair off of ledge, just like being really patient, waiting for MetaMain to kind of swing first, and then just piling on the percent super duper hard.
Yeah, like that was textbook Bayonetta play right there. Like you can't call it anything else. He was just getting those strings, backing off, and like again, you mentioned respecting options, and that's one of the most important things that a lot of people overlook in their gameplay. Like they want to hold forward. That is what is fun.
Everyone wants to swing, man.
And they just want to keep on swinging. But
did somebody say holding forward?
Ah, there he is.
Good evening, gentlemen. I heard holding forward, and I came running.
He heard me call his name, and
yes,
Clam Hat
like a
appeared.
siren song. Good evening. My name is Clam Hat. I will be joining this commentary bonanza here at Fusion number 44. I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to
okay
go.
with going.
I'm
You know,
having
I'm all down for the fusion bonanza. Let's get this game 2 started.
And we this is really a bonanza stage too. Smashville very much the octagon of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stage list. There's very little place to run, but they are exploring every nook and cranny of the stage right now. Understage, overstage, offstage, onstage. No matter where they're fighting.
Tom Nook is giving him a full house tour right now. Like, literally all around Smashville. And right now, in comparison to the last game, it seems like this game is being played on the edge more so than last time. I guess just with less real estate to navigate, the pressure to kind of scrap and just throw hands is a little bit more imminent. But these guys are just kind of slugging on each other. Meta letting that F smash rip right there, taking that first stock.
And that's a really valuable kill to get to. Oh my god, he just does it right back to him.
And then they bounce back.
Yeah. But that's a
dies.
really valuable kill for both characters. This is a really valuable kill to get because both of these characters play so slippery, Bayonetta especially, that like there are interactions where the options that they have are very limited, and getting off of ledge is one of those interactions. If you can find a kill, then that's a really powerful, because that's one more KO where you didn't have to find a back air or find a shuttle loop, which might not even connect both hits. Like, it's really valuable to get your kills there. But
For these strings in the
Falkion
air,
going straight into those damage. Oh, okay.
Wow.
All right, yeah, it's Bayonetta. What are we talking
That
about?
looked hairy though. That looked really spooky.
Yeah, that Smash 4 Fox fastball fair footstool PTSD right there.
Shenanigans. The one thing that I think I've said this before, but Bayonetta, oh my god, his life flashed before his eyes. Bayonetta has one of the most complex recoveries in the game because there are so many different moving parts to it. You've got your up B, you've got your side B, you've got your air dodge, you've got your extra jump. Like there are a billion different ways to mix up Bayonetta's recovery, and that's what makes it both good and bad, because it's hard for the Bayonetta player to recover, but it's also very hard to edge guard. And we're seeing that in force here.
That's a really big advantage in this matchup, because you're taking away one of the comfort zones of Meta Knight. One of Meta Knight's comfort zones is using those jumps. Meta Knight makes it back to the ledge from anywhere, which means he can pressure you off stage anywhere. But with how slippery Bayonetta is with like ABK, DABK, and like having the jump and the mix-ups with the jump and the witch twist, it's really hard to just get your hands on her off stage.
And that right there, what just happened with Meta is one of the best reasons why in this matchup that you should be on the edge as much as possible, because Meta Knight really can't get anything off a grab at those low percents for doing that down throw right there. And this game looking way more even than game one. I think this was a very good counter pick on Meta Main's part, just because he doesn't have as much space that he has to respect Bayonetta from. And both these guys have just kind of been slugging on each other. Like, it seems like Falkion's been getting more damage off of single hit interactions, as she should be. But Meta Main keeping it really even.
Yeah, and it's almost as if this is the most comfortable that Meta Main's going to be. Ooh, great back air.
Beautiful.
That was systematic. He didn't get hit. They didn't get hit for what felt like 20 or 30 seconds there.
That butter knife put in work right there.
So, you gave credit to the counter pick of Smashville a second ago, but I don't think it was just the counter pick, because a stage counter pick does not turn you from getting too stocked into taking game two.
True.
It's definitely a great set of adaptation. You mentioned playing near the ledge for sure, and it's a culmination of a bunch of different factors that Meta Main got too stocked, and he sat there and he goes, deep breath. Okay, I got this. And he came back and he played his game. He didn't let Falkion run away with those strings like he did game one. Instead, he stayed calm and he got his options out. We were talking about Falkion avoiding any of those combo starters from Meta Main during game one. And Meta Main instead this time focused on following through every single time. And that resulted in him taking the game. It was much closer. It was last stock, last hit. But he still took the game.
I would be interested to find out. I was looking up both of these players on Smash Data, and Meta Main has only 18 sets to their name.
Like in general?
On Smash
Like
Data.
total?
Yeah,
Wow.
period.
Wow.
So I'm very interested to know if they experienced Smash 4 Bayonetta, because you were talking about composure and you were talking about, like, you know, figuring out what adaptations you need to make, because this is not the same Bayonetta, but it's still the same adaptations you need to make, and it's still the same, like, you just need to like take a deep breath and realize what you need to do in order to beat this character, and not let yourself get down and out if you get too stuck. Because again, it's not the same character, but that can still happen when you play against Bayonetta.
The game plan also is still relatively the same against Bayonetta. You know, don't jump too often right in front of her. Don't get anti-aired or anything like that. And for the love of God, don't whiff on her shield, or else she's gonna hit you with that. Which,
oh my! Just punched him.
Just sometimes you just gotta duff your opponent and give him the knuckle sandwich real quick.
Yeah.
That move is super duper powerful, just given how disjointed it is. Dashback F smash, I feel like, is like a big mantra for a lot of Bayo players out there.
And dash back any burst option is just the Bayonetta special, like dash back side B, dash back dash attack, dash back even grab sometimes. Like right there, that was a dash back pivot grab. Like right as I was saying it proved my point.
Yeah, and like the situations where Bayonetta would just throw out F smash are not the situations where Meta Knight is really going to be throwing out a lingering hitbox, because one of the few drawbacks to Bayonetta F smash is that you can clank with it and just invalidate that hitbox entirely, but only if you really have one of those lingering hitboxes out. And the only one I can really think of is Meta Knight dash attack, but you're not using that at the range where you're going to get hit by F smash anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely like the burst options that he has available. But oh my God, the F smash right there. Just the complete swing from a read at ledge, catching him right in the face, almost getting the kill, but definitely preserving his own advantage state. And right there, the down air at ledge going to take it.
And now we need to learn about a little bit about Meta Main's composure here.
I think right now Meta Main seems to be struggling just a little bit with Falkion's play on the platforms right now. Like, Falkion knows that the most dangerous place to be against Meta Knight is on the ground. So when Falkion is taking to the platforms, Meta Main seems to be swinging in center stage a lot, and that's opening him up for a lot of percent already being taken off. And one punish window is so crucial for Bayonetta to get. Two losses in his own sauce.
All right, yeah, that's the point where you're like, oh man, I'm really glad I hit that dare earlier. I'm glad this is not last stock right now. Because for Falkion, if this is last stock, he's probably having flashbacks to game 2. But now they don't have to worry about that quite yet.
Meta Main just kind of looking for some startup right here. Falkion already taking a little bit more aggressive approach as opposed to the first stock that they had. And Meta Main slowly but surely kind of tacking on more and more damage to bring this back, but that was almost so scary. Could have gotten smash attack for that one.
It's Falkion actually, it feels like Falkion F smash too early there. Because like if the punish there is obviously F smash. If he whiffs it, if he goes above ledge with the shuttle loop. But he couldn't throw out another one because he was caught in the middle of the first one.
Falkion just trying to find this back, just their win condition right now, basically, with these back airs and threatening F smash. It's so scary for Meta Main right now.
That recovery.
One more back air. Oh my God.
I think we've said it a few times throughout this set. And composure really is the keyword. We see Meta Main's composure crumbling a little bit, but he's trying so very desperately to hold on to it. Like, he's going for a few panic options here and there. But most of the time, he's doing a great job of spacing it out, but you can't run forever, my friend.
Yeah, that's too late. Very unfortunate right there for Meta Main. It seemed like they were bringing it back a fair amount, but there are just too many threats. You know, a lot of the opportunities that Meta Main was taking to get in were working later on, but all it really took was one last swing from Falkion to kind of end that set.